Hey everybody, welcome to an episode of POVincent. The movie I just watched is either so brilliant, so ingenious, that I cannot fully comprehend nor appreciate its magnificent glory. Or, I have just witnessed the most pretentious, idiotic, college art house, multi-million-dollar, crazy, insane mindfuck of a film that will forever be a stain on the careers of the people involved. This is my review of Mother. The movie stars Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem as a couple who live in a house kind of in the middle of nowhere, and their little existence is turned upside down as people start to pour into their house. Wow, okay, so let's start with Jennifer Lawrence. She plays... honestly, I don't remember if the character has a name. I don't think she does have a name. I don't think she's ever given a name, so we're just going to call her Mother, I guess, because I think the movie's about her. She's married to Javier Bardem's character, who is a poet, a writer of some kind, something like that, a novelist, poet. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, her character is very timid. She's always tries to keep herself well kept and nice, but she's like very shy and kind of vulnerable and that kind of stuff. And the house that they live in is one that she's been remodeling. She's trying to make it better and do all this stuff. But then you got Javier Bardem's character, who plays... Once again, I don't think the character has a name. I really don't. We'll just call him the husband. Just call him the husband, yeah. As I said, he's a poet or a writer of some kind. And they have this really weird relationship because he says throughout the movie that he does love her, but he seems so cold to her sometimes. Sometimes he seems like he cares about her, but he treats her so like he doesn't truly care about a wife. Things get weird when they bring in an old man played by actor Ed Harris, who, once again, you know what? I'm just gonna. None of the characters in this movie have a name. They don't have any names, so I'm just gonna call them by their actor. Okay? Ed Harris comes in, and he's just some old guy that comes there under some kind of weird pretense that he got lost, or he's just looking for a place to stay. And Javier Bardem just welcomes him in. He just welcomes him in, this stranger. And Jennifer Lawrence obviously doesn't like this, but she's so timid that she really doesn't really get up in her husband's face. And that's the annoying thing about her character. She's so timid. She doesn't speak up. Her husband is allowing people, and more people just come shuffling in as the movie goes on. And she really doesn't stand up to her husband and be like, hey, enough with these strangers. They're disrupting our whole life. Everything's going to crap. And it just gets so annoying after a while. Like, I find myself really annoyed with her character. I'm like, what the hell? And don't get me wrong, from the very start of the film, without giving a spoiler away, they indicate that there's something very, very unnatural going on here. Something sinister or cruel or mean or otherworldly. I don't know really how to describe it without giving away spoilers, but there's something going on here that isn't normal. I mean, the whole movie doesn't feel normal to begin with. And you got these characters. You got Jennifer Lawrence's character who's just like, you just want to scream at her after a while, just like, stand up for yourself. And Javier Bardem's character showing more attention and affection and caring about these strangers that keep rolling into his home. He generally cares more about them than just for his own wife. It's really odd. And ladies and gentlemen, seriously, without getting to spoiler territory, the more people that roll into the house, the crazier things get. All these people, just like Javier Bardem, even maybe worse than him, they're just really mean and cruel to Jennifer Lawrence's character. More and more, they just treat her like... Except for maybe one exception, Ed Harris's character. No way, he's a dick too. Everyone just treats her so meanly, and it's like just not respectful of the fact that they're in her house. And they're treating their house as however which way they want. It's just odd, and nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense, and it all gets weird and crazy. And after a while, things get so... without giving spoilers away, things get full-blown chaotic at one point in the film, and there were two women sitting next to me around the same age as me, and at one point in the movie, they were laughing. And I don't blame them. Things just got so insanely ridiculous. People were just going crazy in this house. These strangers, these weirdos, they just got crazy. And it just doesn't, and like, you're like, where the hell are all these people coming from? And then it gets even, then when things, there's like a twist in the film where, not a twist, but a turn in the film where I thought, oh, okay, things are changing now. The movie must almost be over. Okay, finally, I hope this movie has a hell of a payoff. And no, things get even crazier. It's like The Purge, but times 10. It gets nutty, and I don't even know what's going on half the time. It's freaky and weird and odd, and all I can say is that there's some really obvious religious symbolism going on here, or something resembling religious symbolism, and I don't know who these characters are supposed to represent. But you know what? After giving some thought, I think I figured out the movie. I could be totally goddamn wrong, but I think I figured out the movie. I'm not going to give it away because it'd be complete spoiler, so you know what? Stick around after my credits for this review, and I will give what I believe the whole movie is about. And once again, I could be totally wrong. But anyway, that is my non-spoiler review of Mother. And as you can guess, I recommend you don't go see this film. It's crazy. I mean, once again, maybe it's just too smart for me. It could be. But I just, not that I'm a genius, but I don't want to believe I couldn't figure out what the hell's going on. It's just so crazy and insane. And just, oh God. But anyway, yeah, don't go see this film. It's just weird and pretentious. It really is. It's pretentious and tries to be so deep and stuff. And But yeah, give this movie a skip. Don't even skip it. Just acknowledge that just pretend it didn't happen. Well, anyway, guys, that is my review of Mother. What did you think of it? Please tell me what your point of view is down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give me an upvote and follow me here on POVincent. And remember, stay tuned after the credits if you want my spoiler theory, we'll call it. But until next time, thank you for viewing things through my perspective. Okay, time for my spoiler theory. What do I think the whole movie is about? Here we go, and I will try to go over everything. Okay, so Jennifer Lawrence, I believe, is literally Mother Earth, and Javier Bardem is God. At the beginning of the movie, when you see that woman on fire and everything's in ash, but then it's rebirth, I think that the woman that we see burning in the beginning of the movie is the old Earth, is the apocalypse of the old Earth, and God, Javier Bardem, symbolizing the rebirth of the new Earth, which is Jennifer Lawrence. Ed Harris and Michelle Pfeiffer's character, they are Adam and Eve. Ed Harris comes in first, Adam is created first, then comes in Eve, and Eve is a bad influence. You know, you can, just like in the Bible, she takes, she eats from the tree of knowledge and stuff like that. I think that's what what them breaking the crystal symbolizes, right? And then their kids are, oh damn it, Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel, they have fight, boom, Cain kills Abel, blah, 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 blah. And then all of their friends and their family members that come for the funeral, they represent all of humanity that just suddenly pops up afterwards. That just, in the Bible, they just came out of nowhere, despite the fact that Cain, like Cain and Abel, like they kill each other or whatever. And then the blood spot in the floor that keeps coming back, I think that represents original sin. And I think one of the reasons in the symbolism is that God, Javier Bardem, he cares more about these people more than he cares about his wife, because God cares about humanity. But I think what it's trying to indicate through the course of the movie is that God, despite the fact he loves humanity, he's there for humanity, that he lets humanity trash and disrespect Mother Earth. And that's why some of the characters eventually call her a whore and all those horrible things, because we like whore out Earth and we're destroying our world through pollution and greed and lust and all those deadly sins. And Javier Bardem, as God, he's just soaking in all the praise. So this movie doesn't have if I'm right, this movie doesn't have a positive image of God. God. And he's just soaking in all the praise. He just can't. He's God. He just has to take in all the praise and love and glory and all that. And as the movie goes on and all these people come in, things get crazier and crazier and turn into a mega purge that just symbolizes us tearing ourselves apart through war, through rape and disgusting things and all this. And we're just literally raping the earth. We're literally raping and beating and trashing Earth, symbolized by Jennifer Lawrence. And I think their baby is Jesus, because we kind of killed Jesus, I guess. I think that's what it is. And at the end of the movie, the apocalypse happens, Jennifer Lawrence sets fire, burns the whole fucking house down. And then Javier Bardem, he's like, fine, because he's God. And then he rips out her heart and takes the core of her heart to create the new Earth, which is the brunette woman we see at the end of the film. So that's what I think it is. I think it's Alpha and Omega. I think it's the end and beginning of the new Earth and so forth. And just this cycle of God recreating the world. And that's what I think happened. That's what I think it is. I could be totally wrong. Either way, I just really didn't enjoy this film because it was just so hard to watch. It's all the uneasiness and tension and just characters that are just not likable or interesting and not and just a disappointing payoff and all the horrible fucking violence. And like, I get it. If that's what it is it humanity. If all the other characters in the film are humanity tearing ourselves apart and destroying the world and destroying the earth, fine. But holy crap, Darren Aronofsky. I know you have a habit of killing your characters off at the end of your films, like in The Wrestler and in Black Swan, but holy hell, man. Anyway, that's what I got, guys. So tell me what you think. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I got it? Or do you think I never should even try to process that crap through my brain? Either way, let me know down in the comments. Take it easy.